must be a rational explanation. Operations with rational expressions. Warm up. Okay, 1/2 plus 1/3. Now, in order to add these, they have to have the same denominator. They don't, so we can't add them as is. So what we're going to have to do is multiply 1/2 times 3 divided by 3 plus 1/3 times 2 divided by 2. Now, 1/2 times 3 divided by 3 is 3/6 plus 1/3 times 2/2 is 2/6. Now, they have the same denominator, so we can add them. So 3/6 plus 2/6 is 5/6. Let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 is the same as number 1 except for its subtraction, so we need to do 1/2 times 3 divided by 3 minus 1/3 times 2 divided by 2. So that's 3/6 minus 2/6 equals 1/6. All right, let's take a look at number 3. 1/2 times 1/3 is 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. Now, when you divide by a fraction, you flip and multiply. So this becomes 1/2 times 3 divided by 1, which is equal to 3 divided by 2. All right, let's take a look at the next page. Okay. Getting started. Light the corners of my mind. In elementary school, you divided rational numbers using log division. You wrote the quotient first with the remainder and then a mixed number. For example, 13 divided by 3 equals 4, remainder 1. And 13 divided by 3 equals 4 and 1/3. How are the quotients of rational expressions connected to those you determined in elementary school? A. Write the quotient of x squared plus 2x minus 3 divided by x minus 2 in one way. Show your work. All right, so we have to ask ourselves, what do you multiply x by to give you x squared? The answer to that is x. X times x minus 2 is x squared minus 2x. We subtract. When you subtract a negative, it becomes positive. Cancels. 2x and 2x is 4x minus 3. Now we ask ourselves, what do you multiply x by to give you 4x? The answer to that is plus 4. Okay, so now we multiply 4 times x minus 2 is 4x minus 8. We subtract a negative becomes positive, cancels. Negative 3 plus 8 is 5. So the remainder is 5. So this can be written as x plus 4 plus 5 divided by x minus 2. Okay. B. How do you know that x does not equal 2 is a restriction for the quotient? The divisor is x minus 2. With x equals 2, the divisor would be 0, which would make the quotient undefined. Okay, let's take a look at the next page. Activity 3.1. Calculating sums and differences of rational expressions. You learn that operating with polynomials is similar to operating with integers. Likewise, operating with rational expressions is similar to operating with rational numbers. Consider the table shown. All right, go ahead and look over the table. All right, go ahead and mark off that. Let's take a look at the next page. Number 2. Go ahead and mark that out. All right, number 3. Calculate each sum and difference. Now, in order to add these, they have to have the same denominator. So we need to figure a number that's common to 6, 4, and 8. So let's take a look at all the some of the combinations of 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24. 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And then 8, 1624. You can see that 24 is common to those three numbers, so our common denominator is 24. So we need to multiply 6 so that you get 24. So we're going to multiply this by 4 divided by 4. Now we need to multiply 4 by so that you get 24. So that's going to be multiplied by 6, divided by 6. And then here, we need to make 8 24, so we need to multiply it by 3 divided by 3. Okay, so then that's 3 times 4 is 12, divided by 24, plus 30x divided by 24 minus 3y divided by 24. Now, they all have the same denominator. We can combine the numerators, so that just becomes 12 plus 30x minus 3y divided by 24. All right, let's take a look at, now this one you can see that 3, 12, and 4, well, it's pretty easy to see that 12 is a common number between 3, 12, and 4. So we need to make 3, 12, and 4, 12. 12 is already 12, so we leave it alone. So we need to multiply this by 4 divided by 4. Like I said, that's 12, so we're good. And we need to multiply this by 3 divided by 3. Okay? So 4 times x minus 2y becomes 4x minus 8y divided by 12 plus 1x divided by 12 minus 3z divided by 12. Now, since all the denominators are 12, we can combine the numerators. Well, 4x and 1x is 5x. And then we have minus 8y minus z. So minus 8y minus 3z divided by 12. All right, let's take a look at C. Now, 6, 9, and 18, it's pretty simple to see that 6, 9, and 18 are all common to 18, so we need to make all the numbers in the denominator 18. So we need to multiply 4x divided by 6 by 3 divided by 3, and negative 2x divided by 9 by 2 divided by 2, and then we leave that alone because it is 18. So now we multiply. 4x times 3 is 12x divided by 18 minus 4x divided by 18 minus 1x divided by 18. Okay, well, they all have the same denominator, so now we just combine the denominators. 12 minus 4 minus 1 is 7x divided by 18. All right, go ahead and finish it up. And mark this section off. All right, let's take a look at the next page. Activity 3.2, determine the LCD of rational expressions. When rational expressions contain variables in the denominator, the process remains the same. You still need to determine the least common denominator, LCD, before adding and subtracting. Consider method A compared to method B in both columns of the table. All right, go ahead and look over the table. Well, let's take a look here. A, explain the difference in the methods. Method A uses the product of denominators to add the rational expressions. Method B uses the least common denominator to add the rational expressions. B, explain the statement 1 divided by x plus 1 divided by x squared equals x plus 1 divided by x squared has the restrictions of x does not equal 0. The restriction for the value of x does not equal 0 because of x equals 0, the answer would be undefined in both the original and final forms. C, how would these methods change if the examples involve subtracting the rational expressions 1/3 minus 1 divided by 3 squared and 1 divided by x minus 1 divided by x squared? Explain your reasoning. The methods would not change since subtraction is simply an inverse of addition. I can still either multiply or use the LCD to determine the difference. All right, let's take a look at the next page. All right, go ahead and mark this out. All right, 3. Determine the least common denominator for each set of rational expressions. The denominators in A are factored, and the least common denominator is multiplying the factors together, so that would just be x plus 4 times x minus 4. All right. Now, before we can find the LCD for B, we have to factor this denominator. All right, so we're going to use reverse box method, so that's 3x squared negative 6, and these should combine to be 7x. Now, to find 3x squared, we know that's 3x and 1x, and we need to figure out all the combinations that multiply to give you negative 6. So we have negative 1 and 6, negative 2 and 3, negative 3 and 2, and negative 6 and 1. Okay, so let's try negative 1 and 6. 1x and negative 1 is negative 1x. 6 times 3 is 18x. This is nowhere near combined to be 7x. So let's go and try the minus 6 plus 1. 1x times negative 6 is negative 6x. 1 times 3 is 3x. That doesn't combine to be 7x, so we can ignore this and this. Don't work. All right, now let's try negative 2 and 3. So minus 2 plus 3. 1x times negative 2 is negative 2x. 3 times 3 is 9x. Minus 2x is 7x, so that works. So our factors are 3x minus 2 and x plus 1. I'm sorry, x plus 3. So the LCD is 3x minus 2 and x plus 3. All right, let's take a look at C. So these are factored form, we're good, but now we need to factor this. Well, that's the difference of squares. That's x minus 4x plus 4. Okay, so then our LCD is x minus 4, x plus 4. All right, now to find the LCD for D, we need to factor this. So that's x and x. Now we need to find out all the combinations that multiply to give you positive 6 combined to be negative 5. So negative 1 times negative 6 is positive 6. Negative 1 minus 6 is negative 7. That doesn't work. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. Okay, so we have our 6 and negative 5, so our factors are x minus 2, x minus 3. Now, x and x make x squared. Okay, now we need to figure out what numbers multiply to give you a positive 9 combined to be negative 6. So negative 1 times negative 9 is positive 9. Negative 1 minus 9 is negative 10. That doesn't work. Negative 2 doesn't work. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6. That works. So our factors are x minus 3 and x minus 3. Now, this has x minus 2 and x minus 3, but it needs one more x minus 3. And then this needs x minus 2. So the LCD is x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 3. All right. Go ahead and finish it up. Notice that even when there are binomials in the denominator, adding two rational expressions is similar to adding to two rational numbers. The example shows a difference of rational expressions of degree 2. Go ahead and look over the worked example. All right, let's take a look at the next page. All right, go ahead and mark this page out. Activity 3.3, patterns and rational expression differences. Consider the worked example. Go ahead and look over the worked examples. All right, and then go ahead and mark off this section. All right, go ahead and mark off this section. And let's take a look at number 6. Calculate each sum or difference. Make sure to list the restrictions for the variables and rewrite in lowest terms. Okay, so we have 5x minus 6 divided by, we can factor x squared minus 9 because it's the difference of squares, so that's x plus 3, x minus 3, minus 4 divided by x minus 3. Now, this has an x plus 3, this one doesn't, so we need to multiply this by x plus 3 divided by x plus 3. Now they have the same denominator, we can combine the numerators. So we have 5x minus 6 minus 4 times x plus 3 divided by x plus 3, x minus 3. Okay, so then that's 5x minus 6 minus 4x minus 12 divided by x plus 3, x minus 3. And then 5x minus 4x is 1x. Negative 6 and negative 12 is minus 18 divided by x plus 3, x minus 3. Okay, now for restrictions, we set x plus 3 not equal to 0 and x minus 3 not equal to 0 and solve. So we subtract 3 from both sides. X does not equal negative 3. And then add 3 to both sides. X does not equal 3. And those are your restrictions. All right, go ahead and finish it up. Let's take a look at the next page. 6b. Calculate sum or difference. Make sure to list the restrictions for the variable and rewrite in lowest terms. Okay, so we need to factor the denominators first. So we have x minus 7 divided by parentheses, parentheses, plus 4 divided by parentheses, parentheses. Now we know x and x makes x squared. Now we need to figure out what numbers multiply to give you 2 combined to be negative 3. So negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. So we have our two negative 3, so our factors are x minus 1, x minus 2. Okay, we know that x and x makes x squared. Now we need to figure out what numbers multiply to give you 10 combined to be negative 7. So negative 1 times negative 10 is positive 10. Negative 1 minus 10 is negative 11. That doesn't work. Negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. Negative 2 minus 5 is negative 7. That works. So our factors are x minus 2, x minus 5. Now, this has x minus 1, x minus 2, but it's missing x minus 5. This has x minus 2, x minus 5, but it's missing x minus 1. So we need to multiply x minus 7 divided by x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 5 divided by x minus 5 plus 4 divided by x minus 2 times x minus 5 times x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Now, these have the same denominators. We can combine the numerators. So we have x minus 7 times x minus 5 divided by x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 5 plus 4 times x minus 1 divided by x minus 2 x minus 5 times x minus 1. Okay, so now we FOIL this. X times x is x squared minus 5x minus 7x plus 35 divided by x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 5. And then 4 times x minus 1 is plus 4x minus 4. Okay. Now we combine terms, so that's x squared. Done with that. Negative 5x minus 7x plus 4x is minus 8x. And 35 minus 4 is plus 31 divided by x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 5. Okay, now for the restrictions, we set x minus 1 not equal to 0, x minus 2 not equal to 0, x minus 5 not equal to 0. So we add 1 to both sides, you get x not equal to 1. Add 2 to both sides, you get x not equal to 2. Add 5 to both sides, you get x not equal to 5. Okay, go ahead and finish it up. All right, let's take a look at the next example. All right, 60. Calculate each sum or difference. Make sure to list the restrictions for the variable and rewrite in lowest terms. Okay, so the common denominator is 5x. We just need to make this 5x and this 5x. So we have 2x minus 5 divided by x times 5 divided by 5 minus 4 divided by 5x. We leave alone because that's fine. And then minus 4 divided by 1 times 5x divided by 5x. Okay, so then we have 2x minus 5 times 5 divided by 5x minus 4 divided by 5x minus 4 times 5x is 20x divided by 5x. Okay, so now the common denominator is 5x, so we can distribute, so that's 10x minus 25 minus 4 minus 20x divided by 5x. Okay, so now we combine terms. 10x minus 20x is negative 10x. So we're done with that. Negative 25 minus 4 is minus 29 divided by 5x. Okay, so then restrictions. We set 5x not equal to 0. Divide 5 by both sides. X does not equal 0. All right, let's take a look at the next page. All right. 60. Calculate each sum or difference. Make sure to list the restrictions for the variable and rewrite in lowest terms. Okay, so we have 3x minus 5. We need to factor this denominator, so 2 parentheses, plus 4 divided by, let's go ahead and put that in parentheses, 2x plus 3 minus 2x divided by 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and factor this. So to factor this, we're going to use reverse box method. So 4x squared 9 equals 12x. Now, to make 4x squared, we can do 2x and 2x. And to make a positive 9, we can do plus 3 plus 3. Let's make sure that works. 2x times 3 is 6x. 3 times 2x is 6x. 6x plus 6x is 12x. So that works. So that's 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3. Now, this has one 2x plus 3, but it needs another, so we need to multiply this by 2x plus 3 divided by 2x plus 3. But this doesn't have any 2x plus 3, so this would be multiplied by 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3 by 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. Okay, so now we have 3x minus 5 plus 4 times 2x plus 3 minus 2x times 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3, all divided by 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3. Okay, so then let's combine terms. So we have 3x minus 5 plus 8x plus 12 minus 2x. Let's go ahead and FOIL that. That becomes 4x squared plus 6x plus 6x plus 9 divided by 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3. All right, so then that becomes 3x minus 5 plus 8x plus 12 minus 8x cubed minus 12x squared minus 12x squared minus 18x divided by 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. So then let's combine terms. We have minus 8x cubed, so we're done with that. Negative 12 and negative 12x squared is minus 24x squared, and we're done with that. Done with that. 3x plus 8x is 11x, minus 18x is minus 7x, and then minus 5. Divided by 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3. And then restrictions, we set 2x plus 3 not equal to 0, 2x plus 3 not equal to 0. We subtract 3 divided by 2. X does not equal negative 3 divided by 2. And x does not equal negative 3 divided by 2. All right, go ahead and finish that up. Let's take a look at the next page. All right, 6E. Calculate each sum or difference. Make sure to list the restrictions for the variable and rewrite in lowest terms. All right, so we have an x minus 4 and x and 3x minus 1. Okay, so this needs to be x plus 2 by x minus 4. Now, this needs an x and a 3x minus 1. Plus 2. This needs, already has an x, needs an x minus 4 and a 3x minus 1. Plus 5. This has 3x minus 1, but it needs an x and an x minus 4. Okay, so then let's go ahead and put the x in front. X times x plus 2 times 3x minus 1 plus 2 times x minus 4 times 3x minus 1 plus 5 times x times x minus 4 divided by, now we have the same denominator, x times x minus 4 times 3x minus 1. Okay, so now let's go and expand that out. Let's do the x last. So that's for this. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times negative 1 is negative 1x plus 6x minus 2 plus 2 times 3x squared minus 1x minus 12x plus 4 plus 5x squared minus 20x divided by x times x minus 4 times 3x minus 1. So now we distribute the x, so that becomes 3x cubed minus 1x squared plus 6x squared minus 2x plus 6x squared minus 2x minus 24x plus 8 plus 5x squared minus 20x divided by x times x minus 4 times 3x minus 1. Now let's combine terms. So we have cubed, so it's 3x cubed. We're done with that. Now, negative 1x squared plus 6x squared is 5x squared. Plus 6x squared is 11x squared. Plus 5 is 16x squared, so plus 16x squared. We're done with this, 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 this. Now, negative 2x and negative 2x is negative 4x minus 28x. Minus 20 is minus 48x. So we're done with this, 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 and this. So plus 8 divided by x times x minus 4 times 3x minus 1. And then restrictions. X does not equal to 0. X minus 4 not equal to 0. 3x minus 1 not equal to 0. So x does not equal 0. Add 4 to both sides. X does not equal 4. Add 1 to both sides. You get 3x not equal to 1. Divide by 3. X does not equal 1/3. All right, go ahead and finish it up and have a wonderful Wildcat day.